week 2 of the Do Not Disturb era. Truly helped me transform my life. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Welcome to episode 2 of my Do Not Disturb era. If you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely watch my last vlog before you watch this one and check out the podcast episode that I mentioned in that video. But anyways, welcome to another video. It is Monday morning and I am feeling so energized, so good, so inspired today. It's been a long time since I felt this good, and I really think it's because of my morning routine that I did today. You saw parts of it, but I woke up pretty early, around 7 a.m. I did my journaling, I meditated, I set my intentions for the day, and then I worked out, I listened to a podcast, I took a shower, I got ready just a bit, nothing too crazy, just to feel a little bit put together, and that really helped me feel so good. This morning routine that I did today was actually my old morning routine that I used to do from even back when I lived in California. This was the exact routine that I would do every morning, and I would always feel this good each day. And I don't know what happened or why I stopped doing this morning routine, but I decided to kind of go back to my old morning routine that I used to do, and I'm so glad that I did because I feel so good. I feel good, I feel mentally clear, like I got my mind right this morning, I moved my body, I'm having my first iced latte of the day. These simple things like my morning routine, my iced coffee, listening to a podcast, all of these things are very simple things that bring me so much joy in life. I'm just here to remind you to romanticize and enjoy the little things in your life, because that's really what makes life so wonderful, at least I think. So I really try to enjoy these little moments, these little things throughout each day that bring me so much joy, so much happiness. So for this week, my intentions and the next steps with this whole Do Not Disturb era is to focus more primarily on my habits. So of course I'm still going to work on my mindset every morning. I'm still going to work on my limiting beliefs, practice my affirmations. I already did that this morning actually. But I'm also going to be adding in habits. So one thing that I want to emphasize, if you are also on this journey yourself, is to start small. Don't try to implement all of these brand new habits. Try to implement small habits every single week. This week, the habits that I'm working on is 1, still continuing my morning routine, still showing up for that, and also implementing my evening routine as well. My evening routine directly affects my sleep, which affects how I feel the next day. So I know that I have to show up for my evening routine and, you know, do the rituals that help me unwind and relax and feel put together for the next day. Those are the 2 habits that I'm working on this week, and we'll see how we do. But anyways, that is the update that I have for you all so far. Week 2 of the Do Not Disturb era, and it's been so nice to see some of you join me in this journey, seeing your messages, and I love this little movement that we are doing. I'm also posting the journal prompts that I use to help me kind of kickstart this journey on my Instagram stories, so just check out my highlights under prompts, they should be there. But anyways, I'm gonna get some work done. I have some content I need to plan out and just do a lot of behind the scenes work, so I will see you all a little bit later. taking a quick little lunch break. I made myself an at-home Chick-fil-A inspired Cobb salad. I just used romaine lettuce, boiled egg, corn, a mixed blend of cheese. I added cucumbers, and then the chicken that I'm using is actually chicken that I picked up from the grocery store at the deli section. So this was already made. I just reheated it in the oven. But yeah, very quick, simple, easy lunch. I mixed it all up. Let's do a taste test. It looks good. It smells good. We have the corn, the cucumber. Let's see, the egg. So, let's see. That's pretty good. Good morning. So I just finished my morning routine. As you saw, today is actually Wednesday. I didn't end up vlogging yesterday, so I wanted to kind of update you on how this week has been going so far in terms of focusing on my goals and, you know, this whole do not disturb era journey. Started off the week strong, woke up early, did my morning routine, worked out. Tuesday, on the other hand, did not go as planned, so it ended up being more of like a rest day, and that's totally okay. It ended up working out in the end. Tuesday, I woke up, did my morning routine, and I had a workout class scheduled at my favorite fitness studio that I go to out here. And on my way there was a huge accident. I think there was a lot of traffic, and I just wouldn't have been able to make it in time, even though I left my house really early. So I ended up having to reschedule my workout class for another time. I ended up just going to the coffee shop, ran some errands after. But anyways, yesterday ended up just being kind of like a chill reset day, which was exactly what I needed. I ended up taking like a 2-3 hour nap, and I am not a nap person. I feel like when it comes to naps, you either love naps or you hate naps, and I absolutely despise naps. I don't know why, but I'm just not a nap person. And so when I take a nap, that's when you know I'm like really tired or something is seriously wrong, because I just don't ever take naps. And I ended up taking a 2 to 3 hour nap yesterday in the middle of the day. I guess my body was just super tired. So that's how yesterday went, and I wanted to share that with you instead of kind of just skipping and jumping into today, to just remind you guys that not every day is going to be perfect on your journey of bettering yourself. I think the most important thing to remember in all of this is listen to what it is that you need. Listen to your body. Make sure that you're getting enough rest, that you're nourishing yourself, you're hydrating, you're taking care of yourself properly, because if you don't do those things, you cannot physically function as your best self. It's just not possible. You are going to burn yourself out. You're going to hurt yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. So always prioritize taking care of yourself. And I feel like yesterday needed to happen to remind me not to forget about that, because I know I'm the type of person, when I set goals, sometimes I get so hyper focused on achieving that goal that I forget about everything else. I forget about self-care. I forget about, you know, listening to my body. I forget about everything that is absolutely important. So I wanted to share that with you all, just to like be transparent and show you the ins and outs of this whole journey. And some days we're gonna have super productive days, and then some days we're gonna need a 3 hour nap, and that's totally okay. Fountain Beauty Electrolyte by Peak Life, as you just saw. So basically what this drink is it's to help hydrate your skin from within, and it helps with fine lines, as well as improving your skin's elasticity, and just gives you a dewy glow from within. And I've been drinking this, I think, since like the summertime, I believe, whenever I was introduced to them. So I decided to make myself one today. I haven't had one in a while. Anyways, I was going through my DMs the other day and I was receiving a lot of questions of what are like my favorite podcasts or my favorite books or like wellness product recommendations, and I thought I would just share that in today's vlog. My like top wellness items, wellness products of 2023. I have skincare, I have wellness products, I have some books, I have some podcasts, apps that I've been using. These are all things that I've used throughout this year that have really changed my life in a positive way or have helped me like live a healthier, more positive lifestyle. Now with some of these things, I do have either a code or a link, but I'm only sharing my top favorites of 2023 and the things that I really enjoyed using. The first product, which I just talked about, is the Detox Fountain Beauty Electrolyte. And as I mentioned, this is good for hydrating your skin from within. It gives you a nice dewy glow, helps improve elasticity, fine lines, and just hydrates your skin so well. Now that it's colder, I've been using this more and more consistently. Like you saw in the previous clip, you just pour a packet of this in a glass, fill it up with water, and then mix it or shake it however you want to do it. Along with this product, I also tried matcha for the first time this year. I can't believe I'm this late to the matcha game, but I've also tried the Sun Goddess matcha by Peak Life as well. And so I've tried several different matchas, and this by far is my favorite matcha that I've tried. This one is 100% organic, ceremonial grade, and I believe quadruple toxin screened. Basically what that means is it's of the highest quality matcha that's out there. It also contains chlorophyll, which is supposed to help clear skin as well. So as far as wellness items, these have been a top favorite for me this year. And now as far as skincare, I have tried many skincare brands and products this year, and by far my top favorite products or brands that I've used this year has been Osea. So my favorite product from them is definitely their hyaluronic C serum. I actually just finished this last night. This is like my second bottle that I've gone through, and now I am on my third. It basically is to help with fine lines and wrinkles and just hydrate your skin as well. I apply this after cleansing, before my moisturizer, before my sunscreen, all of that. And another product by Osea that I am obsessed, and I mean obsessed with, is their body butter. And this is what it looks like. As you can tell, I have used quite a bit of it already. I'm already at the bottom, and it is just so thick, so creamy. It blends so beautifully. You know how there are some body butters that are kind of very sticky and hard to blend? Not this one. And sometimes what I'll do, especially after I've shaved and showered, is I will mix this with their body oil. Let me go ahead and get that. Okay, so this is their body oil. As you can tell, I've also used quite a bit of this as well. It leaves your skin so hydrated, smooth, and glowy. So what I like to do when I get out of the shower is I like to mix these two together. I've tried several of Osea's products this year, but those three are hands down my favorite. And I do have a coupon code for them. I will be sure to link it down below if you're interested in trying any of their products. Next, I want to share my favorite book of 2023. I mean 2022. Have I been saying 2023? Anyways, my favorite book of 2022 has hands down been Period Power by Macy Hill. If you know, you know. If you listen to my podcast episodes, if you've watched any of my previous vlogs, you've probably heard me mention this book. Truly helped me transform my life. It's to help harness your hormones and get your cycle working for you, and how to cycle sync your lifestyle, your work, your productivity, your workouts, your food. And it helps you to truly understand your body and what it needs through each phase of your cycle. And I have gone back to this book literally every single month for reminders and things like that. So for example, for springtime, it gives you your tips on how to get the most out of that cycle, and scan it just as a refresher to remind myself, okay, I am now in my follicular phase, and this is what it's about. This is what I need. This is what I need to focus on, what I need to do, where my energy is going to be at, just as a reminder. And so highly recommend this. Okay, so now I want to share my top favorite apps. And the first app, if you've watched any of my videos or listened to my podcast, you've heard me talk about, and it is the Insight Timer app. I like to use this app for meditating and just keeping track of my mood and my energy. Now, the next app that I've been obsessed with has been the Flow apps. This isn't anything new, but it's to help you keep track of your menstrual cycle. With cycle syncing and learning about cycle syncing, I've been using this app to help me with that. I do use the paid subscription version. I believe it's like $7.99 a month. I know there are multiple versions that you can choose from, but that's the one that I like to use, and I like the insights that it gives you. Now, as far as podcasts, I really haven't listened to as many podcasts this year. I used to be subscribed to so many podcasts, but I just felt like I was over consuming other people's information, opinions, perspective, and thoughts, that it was kind of interfering with my own opinions and thoughts and kind of influencing my own podcast. So I decided to really hone down on just a few podcasts that I really love. My favorite podcast has definitely been the Life with Mariana podcast by Mariana Hewitt. If you know who she is, then you know. She is just so inspiring. She is an influencer, but she's also the co-founder of the skincare brand Summer Fridays that I'm also obsessed with. The Life with Mariana podcast is a great podcast for women in business, influencers, entrepreneurs, women who want to learn about their health and wellness and lifestyle and things like that. She really covers a lot of different topics. But yeah, those are my top favorite wellness products, apps. All of these things that I mentioned have really helped me throughout this year, whether it's my mental health, wellness, fitness, skincare, understanding my body more, just lifestyle stuff in general. I'll be sure to link everything that I mentioned in the description bar. But yeah, I thought I would just share that with you guys to kind of wrap up this year.